Well, everyone, we get to finally talk about none other than the Magic Trackpad 2, and we're going to go ahead and see how the specific trackpad holds up in 2022. Now, what I will definitely tell you is, without a doubt, this is my go-to trackpad. I've been using, I think, the same exact trackpad for so many years now. I've had so many memories with it, and I think I bought this thing back in 2017. It's been 5 years later since I bought this thing, but this thing originally came out in 2015. And when I tell you I'm still so ecstatic to use something like this, whenever I go and temporarily switch over to my MacBook, full time, there's just something about this Magic Trackpad 2 that I love. I love this thing even more than using a trackpad on my MacBook, and you may be wondering why that's the case. I'll get into it in this video, but if you want to buy a Magic Trackpad 2, links will be down in the description. You can go and pick it up from there, and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, on the outside of this trackpad, we have a massive, area where we can go ahead and pretty much drag and drop things. We can go and, communicate with our machine through the top of this, trackpad, which is so cool. It's full glass. I have dropped so many things onto it. I've spilled water on it as well, and luckily there hasn't been any issues yet. I think there may have been an issue one time, but I had to just turn it off and turn it back on, and that was it. There really wasn't much else to it. Now, on the side of it, we do actually have the lightning port, which is great, which we can easily connect to whatever other device we want to connect it to via lightning, but it's also wireless, so you can connect it to any other machine too. You have the on-off switch on the side, at least on the top, and then you have the back with the Apple logo. Now, personally, I look at something like the Magic Trackpad 2, and this is easily one of the best things Apple has ever made. I think it is a little pricey. I think it's still being sold for over $100, and they have kind of made a Magic Trackpad 2, but it really wasn't even a direct successor. It didn't really do anything. It didn't really change anything. So when I look at this Magic Trackpad, I think Apple has done a tremendous job with it, and if you're able to buy one, I would probably recommend buying one for sure. I think they're great. Now, the reason I like this trackpad 2 over my standard MacBook trackpad, even within the 16-inch MacBooks, is because I'm able to position this thing differently. If I want, I don't have to go ahead and switch my whole entire machine and move my whole entire screen and everything when I want to move. With the MacBook, you don't have much of a choice. You have to everything is stationary. With the trackpad, I can move it. I can go and do whatever else I want to do with it. I can connect a mouse if I want to, which I never want to do. I also feel like the surface area of the Magic Trackpad is so much better, and having it on a desk like that, it just feels so much better for me. With my MacBook, I don't mind, using it like that. I love it. But the trackpad 2, I just love it more, and I'm just so obsessed with it. Now, one thing that I never really think about are the multi-gesture, things you can do with it. It's probably one of its biggest selling points over the Magic Mouse. You can go ahead and drag things, you can drop things, you can use the 3-finger, drag and drop, which I use all of the time. But there is a button associated with this. So if you click in with 2 buttons, you get that little drop-down menu. If you hit it with 1 or twice, you can go and double-click things. It's an actual vibration motor. It's not even a button, which is so crazy. And that's another reason why I love this trackpad. It's not innovation or anything super crazy, but whenever you force touch into something, you can just feel it, and I love it. It's just like the force touch we had on our iPhones before Apple removed it. And the fact that this trackpad has it, again, another W, and I love this trackpad just because of that. Now, it's not perfect, like I mentioned. It does have a few little issues here and there. One thing, the battery life, it's actually been really, really good. And you can always have it plugged in if you want to, but maybe for the next iteration, they can have it twice as long. I will say I have to charge this thing maybe once a month, and that's probably it. It's been a very, very stable machine. Also, there's been times where sometimes it may delay when I'm force touching, which is very interesting. I'll go ahead and force touch in. It won't give me that vibration motor, and then I'll have to wait a second, and then it'll go ahead and click into it like that I force touched it. But it's not really been that big of a deal either. And there may have been once or twice within the last year or two that I can probably even try to remember where it didn't recognize my specific Mac. So I had to click into it, shake the Magic Trackpad around, still didn't register it. I had to unlock my computer with my Magic Keyboard, turn off the Magic Trackpad, and then it started working. So I don't know why that happened either, but it ended up working randomly. And ultimately, what I will definitely tell you about the Magic Trackpad 2, it is still completely worth it in 2022. I think it is a great machine. If you're wanting to go ahead and purchase a mouse, you cannot go wrong with the Magic Trackpad 2. I would almost always recommend it over the Magic Mouse. Again, is it perfect? No, I don't necessarily think it's perfect, but it's great enough, and I would highly recommend you guys to pick it up as well. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.